The Dog and Pony Show has just said so long to our friends in Montana. And now we're on our way with our crew, cameras, and colossal curiosity. We'll be meeting more fascinating people who are living their lives by following their hearts. Hey, I'm Kathy, and the Dog and Pony Show has just galloped into North Dakota, across endless stretches of asphalt blacktop called the Enchanted Highway. It's an awesome view of Great Plains, stretches flat as a pancake with nothing as far as the eye can see. Well, except maybe for a giant 40-foot pheasant family. And what's this? A tin family? Look at those huge grasshoppers. Hey, come along. I think we may have found our story.
I didn't have the concept that these are going to be big like they are.
You just don't realize that people are that interested in metal objects.
It's wonderful. I truly believe it's one of the top, I'd say, 10 stories in the whole world as far as great people that have served North Dakota.
Good, I'm glad you came. Thank you, thank you. Enjoy the sculptures.
It's a story about how one man saved his hometown. It's the story of Gary Greff and the Enchanted Highway.
We just read the name on a map, and then it turns out to be these huge, enormous, unbelievable sculptures.
We've been talking about this for a couple of years, so we're going to ride through down the old Enchanted Highway and see the new additions to the highway.
And what is the Enchanted Highway? It's a strip of blacktop that stretches 33 miles from the interstate to the small town of Regent, North Dakota. It's proof that one person's dream and passion can make a difference.
I started with the Enchanted Highway with the idea of trying to figure out a way to help keep Regent alive.
Regent is a farming town of 200. And when the railroad left, it lost its connection to the outside world. So Gary decided to build enormous sculptures to draw people into his dwindling hometown. His dream is to have a sculpture every 3 miles, and the Enchanted Highway is the canvas for his wonderful artwork. So far, he's created 7 magical works of art, mostly out of scrap metal.
Each sculpture I wanted to be a unique art form. I wanted each one to stand out in its own way. So whether it's made out of tanks, the next one won't be made out of tanks. The next one's made out of screening. But the sculptures couldn't be normal-sized sculptures because nobody's going to stop for normal. But they will stop for the world's largest. So like the fishermen. When I hook you, I reel you in. And I kept coming down the road, and that's why I want 11 sculptures, one every 3 miles, to bring you into Regent, North Dakota.
He's a very eccentric individual. People told him he was crazy, that he belonged in the nut house. There was no way he was ever going to get people to donate the land to put these sites on.
When you're living in a small town, you get a lot of criticism, and people think you're crazy.
When he came back here from teaching school, everybody thought, oh, it'll never work, you know, but he's proved a point that it's worked and it's bringing people in, and he's doing a great job.
But it wasn't easy. Gary had a successful career as a high school teacher and principal. But he made the decision to trade financial security to follow his heart.
When you look at the challenges I faced, I started out with 3 strikes against me to start with. First of all, I had never taken an art course in my life. Second of all, I'd never laid a bead of weld in my life. And the third thing is basically I gave up a good paying job to start something I'd never ever had any experience in. Enjoy the sculptures. If you enjoy them, tell somebody about them. If you don't enjoy them, don't tell anybody.
We sure you'll tell somebody?
I know, you'll enjoy them. Well, good, I'm glad you came.
We spent several days with Gary and his family. He's a soft-spoken, kind-hearted, and gentle soul, but with an amazing drive and passion when it comes to his dream.
My philosophy about life is go for the gusto. You only go around once in life, so take your dream and go with it. Don't die and let the dream die with you.
The pinnacle of his achievements so far? the largest metal sculpture in the world, a flock of geese that are over 95 feet tall, 150 feet long, and weighing over 60 tons. When the record keepers at Guinness heard about Gary's geese, those big birds landed right in their book. Gary's dream has indeed flourished. It's revived Regent and rallied his family and community. But more than breathing life into Regent, Gary's dream has done what many great dreams have done. It's touched people's hearts.
Many people are fascinated by a man's dream, that he could come and make this a realization. Some people find it soulful, and they're almost the same way I was. Where's this passion? How can I get it? It's almost a refreshment to them, a rejuvenation for them.
I had one gentleman that came through that basically made a comment, and I guess I'll never forget it. He said, if I would have died before I saw these sculptures, I would have died a poorer man. And that made me go, okay, it must be worth it, and the sculptures are worth doing.
Oh, good, good, good.
Am I having fun? You better believe I'm having fun. If I wasn't having fun, I wouldn't be doing it.
What a beautiful time we've had here with Gary Graff, his family, and the wonderful people of Regent, North Dakota. But now it's time for the Dog and Pony Show to say goodbye to the Enchanted Highway and all its wonderful sculptures. Here in the Great Plains, Gary's great gift is anything but plain. Stay tuned and stay with us for our next stop, and keep those dreams alive.
Stepping out, I've got a